Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Faris Reza bin Azur Rahman, and I'll be explaining on the issue of air pollution and food security in Bangladesh. Hopefully, we learn many lessons from the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. One of them is the importance of oxygen for our survival. Normally, it is available free of cost. As a matter of fact, we take the supply of oxygen for granted. Recently, however, we heard stories of COVID-19 patients with breathing difficulties moving from one hospital to another in search of oxygen. At one stage, oxygen became so scarce that many patients had to pay tens of thousands of takas as hospital bills only for the supply of oxygen. Yet, we are alarmed to find how we have been polluting the air that is our main source of oxygen supply. The air quality in Bangladesh was the worst in the world, while its capital Dhaka was the second most polluted city in 2020. In terms of air pollution, South Asia remained the most polluted region of the world, with Bangladesh, India and Pakistan sharing 42 out of 50 most polluted cities worldwide. The three countries I just mentioned are also at the top of the list of countries with the worst air quality. The report published recently stated that the average annual PM 2.5 concentration in Bangladesh was 77.1 micrograms per cubic meter of air, which is 7 times above WHO's exposure recommendation. PM refers to particulate matter in air. It consists of mixture of solid and liquid particles in which suspended in the air, which particle with a diameter of 10 microns or less, denoted as PM10, which can penetrate and lodge deep inside the lungs, as the small particles with a diameter of 2.5 microns or less, denoted as PM2.5, are the more damaging to health as they can penetrate the lung barrier and enter the blood system. The second issue is the food security in Bangladesh. The number of people without food security in Bangladesh increased 2.4% to 5.2 crores between 2018 and 2020, found recent study by the UN Food and Agriculture Organization. As the pandemic worsened access to food, as much of 31.9% of the population in Bangladesh experienced moderate to severe food security. This is lower than the Southern Asian, in which is the grouping, or for Bangladesh average of 43.8%. People face moderate food insecurity when they are uncertain of their ability to obtain food and have been forced to reduce at times over the year the quality and quantity of food they consume due to lack of money or other resources. Severe food insecurity means that individuals have likely run out of food, experience hunger, and at the most extreme, have gone for days without eating, putting their health and well-being at serious risk. In the preceding 2 years, the number of people facing moderate or severe food insecurity in Bangladesh stood at 5.08 crores, which is 31.5% of the population. While the FAO has not pinned the increase on the pandemic, it says the global public health crisis, which engulfed Bangladesh as much as other countries in the region, has had a serious impact. Just 1% of Bangladesh's population holds 16.3% of the total national income in 2021, at the bottom half 70.1%, according to a recent report by a Paris-based research organization, making it a quintessence of poor and unequal country. Bangladesh is one of the 7 countries in Asia-Pacific region where the prevalence of moderate or severe food insecurity is above 30%. In Bangladesh, the number of people experiencing severe food insecurity steadily declined from 2014. In 2020, about 1.7 crores faced severe food insecurity, which is about 10% of the population, and which is down from about 2.07 crores in 2014.
Okay, next we will move on to the diagram of environmental heat vessel. Okay, as we can see for air pollution in Dhaka, Bangladesh, the upstream intervention is the main Declaration on Control and Prevention. Second one is the Kyoto Protocol to the Framework Convention on Climate Change. As for the downstream intervention is the Clean Air and Sustainable Environment Project. And the second one is the Second Production and Prevention Building Act. For food security in Dhaka, Bangladesh, the upstream intervention, the first one is the Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations, and the second one is the World Food Programme, WFP. As for the downstream intervention in food security is the urban gardening and private trade. This will be discussed in the next part of this video. Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Dina Iqmal and I will continue on the intervention for air pollution and food security in Dhaka, Bangladesh. As for the first one, we will discuss on the air pollution. The first intervention that can be done is by installing the catalytic converter in automobile sector. As we all know, every program has the potential to be successful when it begins to be implemented, but it requires financial support. Every individual wants to contribute in his or her own capacity to ensuring the pollution-free air in the megacity of Dhaka. The figure that has been shown and can be seen is the willingness to pay for catalytic converter to be installed in automobile on the Dhaka roadway. Most of the people who want to pay for this activity is within 10 to 50 Bangladesh taka per month, which in percentage it is around 42.55%. However, a few figures in the Bangladesh taka 10,000 to 2,000 area indicate a willingness to pay. The second intervention of air pollution in Dhaka, Bangladesh is the willingness to pay for a better management in construction area. As we all know, one of the biggest factors of air pollution in the city is due to poor construction technique. So, with having a better management policy, it can help to improve this kind of situation. Mismanagement is a typical incident that happened in the Dhaka city during the building initiative conducted by the several authority there. To combat this type of poor management and in performing the pollution-free air, everyone is willing to pay the price. The WTP for this activity is divided by 2, which is the first one between 10 to 50 Bangladesh taka, and the other one is between 50 to 100 Bangladesh taka. And both of these equal to 68.08%. Okay, next we will move on to the food security in Dhaka, Bangladesh. As for this part, US government had involved where they had invest in the market system in Bangladesh. As for the first food security intervention, it is to strengthen the market system. As we know, the agriculture sector is made up of the several diverse value chains that form an overall market system. As Bangladesh agriculture industry evolved from the very dominant substance to commercial oriented output, the market system operation and efficiency must be improved. The US government need to strengthen the key value chains and create the pathway for desired diversification in this area. A value chain has multiple transactional link from the smallholder consumer to end consumer. Many of these transactions take place in Bangladesh between actors with the skewed power balance. This often leads to predatory business practice where the transaction do not encourage the win-win situation between the value chain actors. The second intervention of food security is by promoting the nutritional diversity and adequate child feeding. It is also can expanding the access to health services, safe water and sanitation. The US government hope to minimize the undernutrition in Bangladesh. This plan also connect the agriculture and nutrition through 3 channels, which is the first one, food production, The second one, the agriculture revenue, and the last one is the women empowerment. This concept pathway will be utilized to systematically access the nutritional opportunity and threat across all program components. It is also supporting the preventative measures that have the potential to reduce the wasting and stunting. Intervention will be designed within the market system to boost the women empowerment and at the same time to improve the nutrition through increasing the agriculture competitiveness.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Mio Amshah Najmi and I will talk about the upstream and downstream intervention regarding the air pollution and food security in Bangladesh. The upstream intervention of air pollution consists of two initiatives. Firstly, Male Declaration on Control and Prevention. It is an international declaration of convention to control the release of air pollutant without borders. Bangladesh joined this agreement with all the members of the South Asia Cooperative Environment Programme SACEP to study and formulate initiatives as well as plan to reduce the greenhouse effect in the South Asia region. Second is Kyoto Protocol to the Framework Convention on the Climate Change. It is an agreement to support the operation of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change UNFCCC in controlling greenhouse gas emission. Bangladesh joined this convention in order to tackle this problem. The food security has its own upstream intervention. One of them, Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations, FAO. Bangladesh joined this organization in order to develop and improve their own food, fisheries, forestry, and agriculture sectors. This is needed to address the food insecurity in the country. Then, the World Food Programme, WFP. Bangladesh participated in this program in order to reduce the number of hungers and food shortage during disasters and influx of refugees in the country. It will help reducing the burden of the Bangladesh in the food sectors. Now, we move to the downstream intervention of air pollution and food security. For air pollution, there are two strategies. First and foremost, Clean Air and Sustainable Environment or CASE project. This project focuses on clean air production by strengthening the role and capacity of the government. There are two components in this project, namely the environment and the transportation, which closely related to gas emission in the country. Next, the Brick Production and Brick Kiln Building Act. This act was introduced by the Bangladeshi government in 2013 in order to control the release of gas emission from brick production that threatening public health and the environment. The food security's downstream intervention consists of two initiatives. One of them, urban gardening. It plays a role in increasing the amount of food, economy, and health, especially in the urban areas. Indirectly, it also can help poor families to generate income and have their own source of food. Next is fair trade. It serves to assist farmers and small traders in selling their products in one center area. This action allows them to generate income to meet their daily needs, especially food. That's all from us. Thank you.